Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. Episode 2.
You are crowding me, Marianne.
I am doing nothing of the sort, Margaret.
Mamma, tell Marianne to move over.
Mamma, please tell Margaret I am already pushed up against the window.
Enough from both of you. Surely, Elinor, we must not be far now.
No, I think this must be Barton Valley.
I want to be the first to see the cottage.
Margaret, you are standing on my foot.
This is it.
We always knew it would be quite a bit smaller than Norland, Margaret.
But where shall we all sleep?
We will each still have a bedroom, I believe.
I declare this cottage defective.
Whatever can you mean, Marianne? It looks in good repair.
Well, how can it claim to be a cottage? The window shutters are not painted green. The roof is tiled. And the walls are not covered with honeysuckle.
In comparison with Norland, it is poor and small indeed. But this is our home now. Oh, look, Betsy and Thomas.
I trust you've had a good journey, ma'am.
I shall be glad to be still, Thomas, after all that rattling around.
The fire is lit, ma'am, and I've water on for tea.
It is too small for our family, but we will make ourselves tolerably comfortable for the present.
I wish the stairs were handsome.
Perhaps in the spring we may think about building. A new drawing room may be very easily added, and a bedchamber above. It will make a very snug little cottage.
Mamma, please do not go spending all of our money on improvements. 4 bedrooms is more than enough.
Sir John Middleton, ma'am.
My dear cousin!
Sir John, we cannot begin to thank you enough for the kindness you have extended.
Oh, no, none of that. Not a word on that. And my word, the 3 Miss Dashwoods, so grown. You shan't remember me, I'm sure, from my visits at Stanhill, but never mind, never mind. Welcome all to Barton Cottage. I saw you coming up the lane and thought to visit you at once. Now, I will not hear no for an answer. I invite you all to dine at Barton Park every day until you are settled.
Sir John, we couldn't possibly...
This evening, then. Lady Middleton is eager to make your acquaintance. I'll send the carriage.
Mrs. Dashwood, Miss Dashwood, Miss Marianne Dashwood and Miss Margaret Dashwood for you, milady.
Welcome. Do come in. Please take a seat. You are settling well at Barton Cottage, I hope.
Yes, thank you, Lady Middleton. Very well indeed.
Ah, there you all are. I am so delighted to have you all at Barton Cottage. I delight in collecting about me more people, especially young people. And the noisier you are, the better. Yes, Miss Margaret. I am only sad that I haven't many smart young men to meet you, Miss Dashwoods. Fortunately, my dear mother-in-law, Mrs. Jennings, arrived in Barton not even an hour since, and she is the most agreeable, cheerful woman. Oh, and of course, there is my good friend Colonel Brandon, although he is neither very young nor very gay, but still I hope you will not find your evening so dull as you might have imagined. What do you think of our Miss Dashwoods, Mrs. Jennings?
Such beautiful young ladies. But tell me, which of you have left your hearts behind in Sussex, eh? Ah, now I see you all blush. Oh, come now, Miss Dashwood. What is his name? Do you think I cannot see your look, Miss Marianne?
I see you have a fine pianoforte, Lady Middleton.
Ah, You are musical, Miss Marianne?
Marianne plays beautifully, Mrs. Jennings. Everyone says so.
Well then, we must have a song. What capital playing, don't you think, Brandon?
Indeed.
Such a delight to have a house filled with music and young people.
Sir John, do come to order.
Sorry, my dear. Sorry. Bravo, Miss Marianne, bravo. Now, tell me, do you know any Haydn?
She has just performed a piece by Haydn.
Oh, so you have. Forgive me, Miss Marianne, forgive me.
I am remarkably quick in the discovery of attachments, Sir John, and unless I am horribly mistaken, our Colonel Brandon is already very much in love with Miss Marianne Dashwood. Look, he is in raptures with her. It must be so. I am perfectly convinced of it.
He's a very good sort of fellow.
Yes, it would be an excellent match, for he is rich and she is handsome.
Colonel Brandon! I hardly know whether to laugh at its absurdity or censure its impertinence. He is ancient.
Marianne, I cannot think that the Colonel could be deemed ancient. He is 35 at most.
But at least, Mamma, you cannot deny the absurdity of the accusation. When is a man to be safe from such wit if age and infirmity will not protect him?
Infirmity?
Did you not hear him complain of the rheumatism?
My dearest child, at this rate you must be in continual terror of my decay. It must seem to you a miracle that my life has been extended to my advanced age.
He may live 20 years longer. I should suppose if he were to marry a woman of 27, she might bring herself to submit to the offices of a nurse.
I must object to your dooming Colonel Brandon and his wife to the constant confinement of a sick chamber merely because he chanced to complain yesterday, a very cold, damp day, of a slight rheumatic feel in one of his shoulders.
But he talked of flannel waistcoats. And with me, a flannel waistcoat is invariably connected with aches, cramps, rheumatism, and every species of ailment that can afflict the old and the feeble.
Had he been only in a poetic, violent fever, you would not have despised him half so much.
Mamma, I have an alarm on the subject of illness. I am sure Edward Ferrars is not well. He promised he would visit, yet I know you've received no word from him.
Had you any idea of his coming so soon? I had none. Does Elinor expect him?
I have never mentioned it to her, but of course she must. If I loved someone, as surely they must do, I should not be kept away. Oh, 2 whole days we have been confined to this cottage by the weather, Margaret, and I can bear it no longer. We will go for a walk to High Church Down. Get your bonnet.
But Marianne, it looks like rain.
Nonsense. Look, I see blue sky. And there, look, sunshine. It is a fine day for a walk.
The ground will be muddy.
I declare every threatening cloud will be drawn off from our hills. Come on. Is there a felicity in the world superior to this? Margaret, we shall walk here at least 2 hours.
I told you so, Marianne.
Oh, there is no shelter nearer than home. Let's run. Ah! Ow! Oh, my ankle. Ouch. I do not think I can walk. Run home, Margaret, and fetch help.
May I offer some assistance?
She has hurt her ankle. She cannot walk.
Margaret.
Will you permit me to help you?
Marianne is hurt.
Margaret, you are soaked through.
He's carrying her.
Do not be alarmed. It is nothing more than a sprained ankle, I believe.
Here, sir. Set her down here.
Margaret,
I am well, Elinor.
go to Betsy and get out of those wet things. Thomas, would you fetch some blankets?
Yes, ma'am.
I apologise for the intrusion.
Not at all, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Would you care to sit? I can fetch some tea. Betsy?
Oh no, madam, thank you. Lest I damage your chair with my wet coat.
To whom are we obliged, sir, for bringing our invalid home?
Willoughby of Allenham, ma'am. I hope you will allow me the honour of calling on you tomorrow to inquire after...
Miss Marianne Dashwood.
Miss Marianne Dashwood.
Of course, Mr Willoughby.
Until tomorrow, then.
Oh, my dear child.
He carried me. His is a good name, is it not? Willoughby and Allenham. Have not we said, Mamma, that that village is our favourite about us?
How is your ankle, Marianne?
His was a fine shooting jacket. Shooting jackets are quite becoming. The most becoming, I think, of all manly attire, are they not?
Willoughby? What is he in the country? That is good news. I will ride over tomorrow and ask him to dinner on Thursday.
You know him then, Sir John?
Know him? To be sure, why? He is down here every year.
And what sort of man is he?
Good a fellow as ever lived, I assure you, Miss Marianne. Very decent shot, and there is not a bolder ride in England.
And is that all you can say for him? But what are his manners? What are his pursuits? His talents?
Upon my soul, I do not know much about him as to all that. But he is a pleasant, good-humoured fellow.
But who is he? Where does he come from? Has he a house at Allenham?
Ah, on that I can give you certain intelligence, Miss Dashwood. He has no house of his own in the country, but visits at Allenham Court with his aunt. And he is to inherit the estate. Yes, he is very well worth catching, I can tell you, Miss Dashwood. He has a pretty little estate in Somersetshire, and if I were you, I would not give him up to my younger sister in spite of all these tumbling down hills. Brandon will be jealous if she does not take care.
My daughters have not been brought up to consider catching men, Sir John. Men are very safe with us, let them be ever so rich.
I remember last Christmas, at a little hop at the park, he danced from 8 o'clock till 4 without once sitting down. And he was up again at 8 to ride.
That is what I like. That is what a young man ought to be.
I see how it will be. You will be setting your cap at him now and never think of poor Brandon.
That is an expression, Sir John, which I particularly dislike.
Aye, you will make conquests enough, I dare say. Poor Brandon, he is quite smitten already and very well worth setting your cap at, I can tell you, in spite of all this tumbling about and spraining ankles. Poor Brandon. We served together, you know, in the East Indies. Poor unfortunate chap, not a jot of luck, and such injuries and disappointments to bear. And now Miss Marianne. I say, Miss Dashwood, he is so partial to her, but how could a silent, grave man of 35 hope when opposed to a very lively one of 25?
Willoughby did say he would call today, did he not?
And I am sure he will keep his word, Marianne.
It's Marianne's preserver. Look, it's him.
Oh, Mamma, please do stop fussing with my hair.
Mr Willoughby, ma'am.
Mr Willoughby, you are most welcome.
Thank you, Mrs. Dashwood. And how is Miss Marianne today?
I am quite well, Mr Willoughby. Thanks to you.
Please, do sit. I shall call for some tea. Do excuse me.
Sir John tells us that you are fond of dancing, Mr Willoughby.
Passionately fond, Miss Marianne. And as soon as your ankle is well, I hope you will save at least your first 2 dances for me.
Of course. Oh.
Allow me, Miss Marianne. Ah, Cooper. One of your favourites, perhaps?
He is. Have you read him?
Hard is the heart, and unsubdued by love, that feels no pain, nor ever heaves a sigh. Such hearts the fiercest passions only prove, or freeze in cold insensibility. I will call again tomorrow, Mrs. Dashwood, if you will permit me, to check on Miss Marianne's recovery.
Of course, Mr Willoughby. You will always be most welcome at Barton Cottage.
Until then, good day.
Well, Marianne, for one morning I think you have done quite well. You've already ascertained his opinion on almost every matter of importance. Another meeting will suffice to explain his sentiments on picturesque beauty and second marriages, and then you shall have nothing more to ask.
Elinor, is this fair?
Elinor is only in jest.
No. I see what she means by this. I have been too much at my ease for you. Too happy, too frank. I have been open and sincere where I ought to have been spiritless. Had I talked only of the weather and the roads, then you could have spared me this reproach.
Marianne!
You must not be offended, Marianne. I should scold Elinor myself if I thought she was capable of truly wishing to check the delight of your conversation with our new friend.
I think, Mr Willoughby, that you have now been to see us every day this last fortnight.
You have been keeping count, Miss Marianne.
It cannot have gone without your notice.
Indeed. It has been my pleasure to see you recover a little more each day. It is in my own interest, of course, as I am waiting impatiently for my promised dances.
We do not get so many visitors at Barton Cottage as we did at Norland.
You make us sound like hermits, Margaret. Colonel Brandon called just this morning with some music for Marianne.
Brandon is just the kind of man whom everybody speaks well of, and nobody cares about, whom all are delighted to see, and nobody remembers to talk to.
That is exactly how I think of him.
Do not boast of it, for it is injustice in both of you. He is highly esteemed by all the family at the park.
Who would submit to the indignity of being approved by such a woman as Lady Middleton or Mrs Jennings?
If their praise is censure, your censure may be praise, for they are not more undiscerning than you are prejudiced and unjust.
In defence of your protégé, you can even be saucy.
My protégé, as you call him, is a sensible man, and sense will always have attractions for me. Yes, Marianne, even in a man of 35. He has seen a great deal of the world.
That is to say, he has told you that in the East Indies the climate is hot and the mosquitoes are troublesome.
Why should you dislike him?
I consider him a very respectable man, who has everybody's good word and nobody's notice, who has more money than he can spend, more time than he knows how to employ, and 2 new coats every year.
Add to which that he has neither genius, taste, nor spirit.
I have 3 unanswerable reasons for disliking Brandon. He threatened me with rain when I wanted it to be fine. He has found fault with the hanging of my curricle, and I cannot persuade him to buy my brown mare.
Sense and Sensibility was a Nothing But Roaring and White Cobra co-production. Georgina Pearson was Elinor, and Sarah Parker was Marianne. Beverley Webster was Mrs Dashwood, Lottie Wilton-Isgar was Margaret Dashwood, and Craig Featherbe was Thomas. Laura Green was Betsy, John Myhill was Sir John Middleton, and Salli Belsham was Lady Middleton. Jude Wilton was the Middleton's servant, Sue Whyte was Mrs Jennings, Geoff Davies was Colonel Brandon, and Siôn Grace was Mr Willoughby. Sense and Sensibility was adapted by Rebecca Cockcroft from the novel by Jane Austen. Edited and produced by Nothing But Roaring for White Cobra.